your son drown?
Yes, we found him floating in the pool.
Oh my word.
Yes. He was already gone. He was blue. His eyes were rolled back and everything. We were on holiday. He was like almost 2 years old.
Oh my word.
Yes, he fell in. And we didn't know.
Oh gosh.
So we found him. Luckily, he wasn't at the bottom. He was still floating, but he was head upside down, floating in the pool. Not here, on a holiday house in Durban.
Oh gosh.
But that thing becomes so big that it overshadows your entire life. And a guy said to me, "Don't let this become the defining situation in his life, because from that point you view everything else. You look through those glasses at everything else." He says, "Don't let it be, but let your learning and your growing out of it be your defining moment."
Wow.
When you are down and out and don't know where to turn, Jesus is right there. Jesus is right there.
Oh gosh.
I ran away. When I saw him, I ran away. That was my first. I didn't even run to him. I ran away.
Because I can imagine you didn't want to.
I didn't want to believe what I just saw. My daughter and I, my eldest and I, we ran away because she saw him first. And then she screamed, and I turned and I looked, and there he was floating. My husband actually jumped over. The gate was closed. He jumped over the wall, over the gate, grabbed him. By then I'm like, what am I doing? I need to go save my son. And I went back. It's the little one, the baby. And I just remember him picking the child up, and his body was completely limp, like just flopping like this, like a dead person. I was like, oh Jesus, am I going to see my child die before my eyes today? And there was no air, nothing. And then actually what saved him is that, because we then jumped in the car, we were in Durban, we didn't even know where the hospital was. And in the car, he started going like this. It was no breath. And actually, popcorn got stuck in his throat because he was eating popcorn at the time.
Gosh.
And the popcorn got stuck, and it prevented all the water from going into his lungs. It actually blocked it. So it was just the popcorn that was then stuck there. So in the car, he vomited all of that up. And then he slowly started breathing.
Oh gosh.
So before we actually got to the hospital, he was still unconscious, but he actually started breathing by himself.
That's amazing.
That's
So it was a popcorn seed that...
a little popcorn, little kernel thing that was stuck there that actually saved his life. So it was just, see, that's grace. Like if you said to me your child was going to die, you need to put precautionary measures in place, and you need to do this and you need to do that. There's no ways that we as humans can actually have the capacity to manage something like that. But God, in His infinite wisdom, He knows how to deal with those things. And, when we came back from the hospital, we went back in the pool. We're like, no, come.
Sure.
Jesus is in this place. This is not a place of fear. This is a place where God saved you.
Because often that becomes...
Yes, you shy away from it.
Yes.
But that's your victory.
Because I remember when I was pregnant, when I was going into the labor ward for Judah, theatre.
Yeah.
That became something, because at first when my reference to theatre now was, I lost the child.
Yes.
He never came back.
Aww.
And when I was in theatre, I just became so scared. Until my friends and family just came around me and started praying with me. And just hope.
And it's normal, It's normal to feel those things. But Jesus was there. And he carried you. So the thing is that those things just help people so much. And when our music comes from a place like that, then there's so much power, because God gets the glory. It's not your story, you know. And you are turning this into a testimony and a message of hope. And that's why this music will never die.
Amen. So true.
It will never die.